What is up guys, I'm finally back with another video. Today I'm going to be going over what makes a good prompt. If you had the chance to mess around with automatic 1111 and weren't able to get the results you wanted, don't worry. It took me a good couple days before I was able to figure out how to write good prompts. And I'll be telling you everything I learned in this video. So let's get started. I'm going to be working in real time so you guys can follow along and generate art with me. So let's open up Stable Diffusion, and today we're going to be using the any lowre checkpoint. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to put the media prompts in. These prompts will describe what type of image the AI art should generate. Here you can put anime illustration, photograph, raw image, realistic photo, and so on. Additionally, I like to put these media prompts at the start of all of my generations. Masterpiece, highest quality, ultra high res, and extremely detailed. In my experience, this helps generate higher quality image with much more detail and coherence. Next, we will add the subject prompts, which will be the main subject or focus of the image. For example, one girl sitting in a field. Then we'll add the description prompts. Here, we're going to describe the subject, the background, foreground, secondary objects, poses, colors, etc. For this example, I'll describe her dress as white and airy, and I'll use the descriptions for the backgrounds: large green meadow, flower patch, and cloudy blue sky. Finally, we'll add additional descriptions that will describe the actual artwork itself. For example, we can add descriptions of lighting, composition, and so on. In this example, I'm going to add bright, volumetric lighting, and godrays. This wraps up the general prompt structure, and you should follow this as closely as you can, so in every prompt you'll have these 4 sections: media, subject, description, and art, as I've just described. We still have a bit of work to do. Let's start generating to see what it looks like. Keep in mind, generating AI art is a very iterative process. It's extremely unlikely that you get the image you want the first time that you generate. So we'll be going back, changing the weights of the descriptions to get an image closer to what we want. So after generating the image, we can see that it doesn't quite get the volumetric lighting and the godrays that we want, and the composition seems a bit static. We can solve this by adding negative prompts, but we'll also go ahead and increase the weights of the prompts that we want to ensure are in the image. So I'm going to select godrays, and here's a cool trick. Instead of manually adding the weights yourself, you can highlight the prompt or prompts and press Ctrl up arrow key to increase the weight, or down arrow to decrease the weight. This automatically puts the selection in a parentheses and changes the weights in increments of 0.1. I'm going to highlight volumetric lighting and godrays and increase their weights to 1.3. Alright, we're getting there. The next step is to add negative prompts. If you watched my previous video, I briefly touched upon the different generation settings. And for those of you that haven't, negative prompts are the descriptions of what you don't want in the image. We're going to follow the same 4 sections from the positive prompts. For example, the media prompts, we'll put low quality, blurry, and smudges. And after experimenting, I noticed they don't have to be in a specific order, as it makes little to no difference. So I just add the descriptions in no particular order. I usually have one negative prompt that I use for all my artworks, and I'll be adding it in the description down below. You'll notice that the last few prompts have weird names: Bad Hands, Bad Picture Chill, by Bad Artist. These are negative embeddings, textual inversions that are put in negative prompts. I won't be diving too deep into what textual inversions are, but basically what it does is it creates small word embeddings that captures a specific concept. The textual inversion files are also called embeddings. They're usually really small and are less than 1 to 2 megabytes, but they make a big difference to your art. Let's generate again and see just how much of a difference it makes. There you go. After generating, this is much better than having just the positive prompts. We have everything we wanted: the godrays, the bloom, white dress, flower patches, and cloudy sky. Now you can still go further and tinker with the generation settings and weights, but I'm going to stop it here. Hopefully you have a better idea of how to prompt effectively to get the results that you want. In my next video, I will be showing you how to use lowres to add specific characters, poses, styles, and concepts to enhance your artwork. I have a complete guide that has all of my tips and tricks on prompting, as well as over 100 prompts and negative prompts for different styles, compositions, and more. The guide will be linked in the description below. Hopefully this video was helpful, and be sure to check out my next video where I explain how to download and use lowres to add unique characters to your art. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, take care and happy generating.